This is NBC, the national broadcasting company. WNBT, New York.
The following program is brought to you in living color on NBC. The following program is brought to you in living color on NBC.
One toke over the line, sweet Jesus, one toke over the line. Sitting downtown in a railway station, one toke over the line. Waiting for the train that goes home, sweet Mary, hoping that the train is on time. Sitting downtown in a railway station, one toke over the line. I've been changing, as you can plainly see. I felt the joy and I learned about the pain. And my mama said, if I should choose to make a part of me, would surely strike me dead. And now I'm one toke over the line, sweet Jesus, one toke over the line. Sitting downtown in a railway station, one toke over the line. Waiting for the train that goes home, sweet Mary, hoping that the train is on time. Sitting downtown in a railway station, one toke over the line. I sailed away, country mile, and now I'm returning and showing off my smile. I met all the girls and I loved myself a few, and to my surprise, like everything else that I've been through, it opened up my eyes. And now I'm one toke over the line, sweet Jesus, one toke over the line. Sitting downtown in a railway station, one toke over the line. Don't you know I'm just waiting for the train that goes home, sweet Mary, hoping that the train is on time. Sitting downtown in a railway station, one toke over the line. Don't you know I'm just waiting for the train that goes home, sweet Mary, I'm hoping that the train is on time. Sitting in a railway station, one toke over the line. I wanna be one toke over the line, sweet Jesus, one toke over the line. Sitting in a railway station, I'm one toke over the line. Waiting for the train that goes home, the train is on time. Sitting in a railway station, I'm one toke over the line. Sitting downtown in a railway station, one toke over the line. One toke over the line.
Some portions of this program, brought to you in living color on NBC, were pre-recorded.
By North Carolina Television Incorporated, with studios and offices located on Highway 17 South in Washington, North Carolina. Our transmitter and our 2,000-foot antenna tower are located in Grifton, North Carolina. WITN-TV operates on Channel 7 with an assigned frequency of 174 to 180 megacycles and an effective radiated power of 316,000 watts visual and 31,600 watts oral, as authorized by the Federal Communications Commission, Washington, D.C. Program material is transmitted between our main studios and transmitter via microwave KIQ-54 main, KJH-48 alternate, and KJJ-41 intercity. WITN-TV is a full-color station, Eastern North Carolina's first full-color television facility, and is an affiliate of the National Broadcasting Company Television Network. WITN-TV pledges to maintain the highest standards in broadcasting and is an active member of the National Association of Broadcasters and takes an active role in the affairs of the North Carolina Association of Broadcasters. Programs provided by the station are for non-commercial exhibition and only at the time of their telecast. Programs may not be used by anyone making an admission, cover, service, rental, or any other charge in connection with their exhibition, or for retransmitting such programs by any means for exhibition in homes or other places without the express written permission of this station. As WITN-TV prepares to leave the air following a full day of telecasting, we invite you to join us tomorrow morning for programs of information, entertainment, news, and special features, the very best in television entertainment. We invite your comments and suggestions on our programming and how we might serve you better through our telecast facilities. And now we wish you a very pleasant good evening, good morning, and may tomorrow bring you every happiness.
From WNBC TV in New York, this is Live at 5 with Jack Cafferty, Sue Simmons, and Al Roker with the weather.
Still ahead tonight, the end of an era in radio. We'll go live to the sign-off of WNBC AM.
And Roger Grimsby is standing by with a report on the disappearance of some of the most famous call letters in broadcasting, WNBC. We'll be back.
Well, I love your show. I don't have FM. Thank you very much.
That's a go. We're going to miss you, bud.
Thank you very much. WNBC.
Yeah, hi. This is Eric.
Well, some of the most famous call letters in all of broadcasting about to be silenced forever. WNBC Radio, 66 on the AM radio dial, goes off the air forever tonight at 5:30. WFAN of Emmis Broadcasting Company will take over that spot on the dial. We have two reports for you. Al Roker is out at Shea Stadium with Don Imus, who is standing by to take part in the changeover. Don will remain with WFAN. First, though, Roger Grimsby is down on the second floor here in the RCA building in Rockefeller Center as WNBC Radio gets ready to say goodbye. Roger?
Our last call. You are our last phone call on WNBC.
660 on the dial in a matter of minutes will belong to an all-sports radio
What is your name?
This studio is filled now, and tomorrow it's going to be empty.
Caroline
About
who?
50 people. Tomorrow won't have any place to go.
Okay,
What do you
thank
say
you,
at a
Caroline.
time like this?
Bye.
Thank
Well,
you.
some people had these thoughts.
So it's like D-Day, you know, like Doomday for me, you know, and so I'm going to miss everybody.
I think the overriding feeling is the demise of the bastion of radio, WNBC. It's been around since 1922, 66 years, ironically, of broadcasting. And to see that come to an end, not only do I think there's something almost inherently wrong with it, but I think it's extremely sad.
So much history. RCA bought the station W2XY in 1926, changed the call letters to WNBC, and provided a national platform for the likes of Jack Benny, Fred Allen, Maestro Arturo Toscanini in the NBC Symphony, Amos and Andy, Backstage Wife. The list goes on.
All I know is I throw the ball to first base. Now, whoever it is drops the ball, so Valentine runs to second. Yes. Now, I pick up the ball, and I throw it to who? Whoever it is drops the ball. 2, 1.
You heard the countdown. It's over. We switch now to Al Roker at Shea Stadium with Don Imus standing by. Don to move to the new location, 660.
Sports Radio 66, WFAN, New York.
Hey, well, we're out here where they've actually flipped the switch. It is now 66 AM WFAN. The end of 66 years in a rainy Shea Stadium parking lot. I'll be back with an interview with Don Imus when we continue.
It is Drew. Then there also Drew at 60.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're here with Don Imus, formerly of 66 WNBC, now with WFAN. How does it feel, Don?
Boy, it feels great, Al.
Does it really?
Yeah, standing out here in the parking lot at Shea in the rain.
Now, this is an all-sports station, Don.
Yeah.
How much do you know about sports?
Well, we're going to do essentially what we've been doing in the morning the past few years.
Yeah.
Hopefully a little more successfully. But I know a lot about sports.
Like who's pitching tonight in the Mets game?
Ron Darling for the Mets.
Right.
And Sandy Koufax for the Dodgers.
I don't think it's Sandy Koufax.
John Tudor.
John Tudor, yes. So now, as far as you're concerned, these folks who bought the station and have now changed it, how do you feel about them?
Well, it's an outstanding radio broadcasting company.
And you're only saying that because the boss is behind you?
I'm not saying that, but every station they have in every market in the country is number one. In fact, they own Hot 97 here in New York, one of the top 2 or 3 stations already.
Right.
So, so we're looking forward to great things. NBC became disinterested in the radio business 3 or 4 years ago, and there were a lot of good people, and are a lot of good people there. And but I'm looking forward to...
This is very attractive. Oh, I turned off the station! Oh, I'm sorry.
Are you going to talk to me and fool around now?
I'm sorry, Don.
Oh, okay.
Well, yes.
So we're very excited.
You're very excited. Yeah. Are you excited about being here right now?
It's not bad. You volunteered to cover this,
I did volunteer, and you're pretty happy to be. I saw your limo over there just a moment ago. It's very nice.
It's great. We'll take you for a ride later on.
Will you really? I bet you will.
Have some cookies and milk?
Oh, boy. Now, when people tune in the morning at 66, they're still going to hear the same Imus in the morning.
Yes, they are.
Are you going to be doing any more, like, sports stuff on the show?
No, just essentially what we're doing now. Don Crickey's with us, as you know.
Right.
And just basically the show we've been doing. Just like Stepan Edberg. But that's essentially it, you know.
Now, when you heard about this, what was your initial reaction?
Well, I called the lawyers to make sure they had to pay me. And then we tried to get as much money as we could from FM stations and decided to stay here.
So it's going to work out okay for you?
I actually think it is. I'm enthusiastic about it.
Will you invite sports fans to call your show?
No, we really don't want to talk to a lot of sports fans.
No?
We'll let Pete handle that and Bill Mazer and those guys.
How do you feel about George Steinbrenner, Don? We'll prepare you for this.
He's a Nazi.
Okay, good. He's a Nazi?
Yes, he is.
Well, while we're on the subject of sports, boy, it's really starting to rain here.
Did you predict this?
No, we didn't predict this, Don. Let me ask, what do you think about the Robin Givens, Mike Tyson thing?
Gee, I'm really surprised she's suing him for divorce, aren't you? Those black people, man, aren't they fun?
I knew he couldn't get away with a whole lot without insulting somebody.
No.
No.
Oh God, it's just great.
It's really now that you're like in the 80s and you're working for a kind of a conservative company. Are you going to cut your hair?
Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah, I figure as soon as I hit 60, I'll cut it.
So that's in what, about 6 months?
Yeah, about 3 days.
Okay, Don Imus, we're now WFAN. Thanks for joining us. Really appreciate it. Okay, thank you guys. Bye. Okay. Just a joke.
If you missed any portion of it, stand by, as it will repeat momentarily in Spanish, followed again in English. For more information anytime, visit dtvanswers.com.
spanning more than 5 decades, Cher is not slowing down. She's got a new album out today. It is called Closer to the Truth. It is her 26th album. Cher, good morning. It is great to see you.
Good morning.
When we met last summer, you said you were not a morning person, so tell us honestly, what was your first thought when the alarm went off this morning?
How can I get out of here? And I was thinking, she does this all the time? What kind of a social life do you have?
I have no social life.
Okay.
See, Cher always gets right to it.
Yeah, no, she just got engaged. She doesn't need a social life right now.
And what does he do?
No one's really sure. No, he's a consultant. But enough about him. We want to talk about you, your 26th album. Do you like the sound of that?
No.
No?
I would have had no idea. I just have no idea.
Meanwhile, I'm listening to your voice. You had us nervous over the weekend because you were tweeting that you had laryngitis.
And if you hear me, you know that this is, you don't know my talking voice, do you? My speaking voice very well.
But you tweeted something that cracked me up. You tweeted this last night. My voice, well, it's like jumping out of a plane in a parachute your mom packed. You just pray it opens. So this morning, I think it's going to open.
I hope so. It opened for rehearsal, but I have no idea. Look, I'll do my best. It doesn't make any difference.
So how do you feel about this album? Because I will say there's some critical buzz, and people are saying it may be your best. Do you feel that way about it?
Yeah, and we talked about this before, and everybody kind of knows it, but I'm just not a huge Cher fan. But having said that, I think it's good.
All right, I want to read you something. Described recently by USA Today. Singer, actress, director, writer, activist, philanthropist, fashion daredevil, indomitable diva. Is there one of those you would like to put on your business card?
All of the above.
Yeah, you like them all?
And Cher, we can't let you go before mentioning you have some huge news to share with us this morning.
I do?
Yes.
What is it?
You're going on tour.
Oh, that old chestnut.
You're excited to get back out on the road?
Well, I don't know. The road is horrible, but the concerts are great. But the road is a very, I understand why guys in bands tear up hotel rooms and throw TVs out the window, because it's a very it's a very lonely place. The only time you have fun is at the concerts.
Well, she's going to be touring the country on police motorcycle, which is great.
But enough about Saturday night.
Yeah, exactly.
Here she is, a woman who needs no introduction. Ladies and gentlemen, Cher.
Myself in the beat of the drum, try to transform.
Sesame Street, which just launched its 45th season, has been helping kids to grow smarter, stronger, and kinder for more than 4 decades.
Here to sing Growing is the cast from Sesame Street, along with some of your favorite Muppets.
I'm kind of strong and I'm always kind. Very smart because I use my mind. 3 things that can't be beat. Learn them all on Sesame Street. Fuzzy monsters and big birds, teaching me some brand new words. This is what I have to say. I'm growing smarter every day. When I work and when I play, I'm growing smarter every day. Gotta move, I'm on the go. Yeah, exercising with Elmo. I jump, I run, and then I climb. Move my body all the time. This is what I have to say. I'm growing stronger every day. When I work and when I play, I'm growing stronger every day. I know how to be your friend. Got a helping hand to lend. I sure respect them always there. When we got cookies, we always share. This is what I have to say. I'm growing kinder every day. When I work and when I play, I'm growing kinder every day.
It takes 90 balloon handlers on the ground to keep this wimpy kid young.
We are mourning the loss of one of our own, award-winning journalist Gwen Ifill. She died on Monday at the age of 61 after a battle with cancer. Gwen was one of the most respected people in our industry, breaking gender and racial barriers during her career. We're proud to say she was a part of our NBC family. NBC's Harry Smith remembers her legacy.
Our lead tonight is news that we hoped we would never have to report. Our managing editor, my co-anchor, and dear friend Gwen Ifill died earlier today after an almost year-long battle with cancer.
Her career was forged at newspapers like the Washington Post and New York Times. It was clear from all who watched her that Gwen Ifill was destined to occupy an important place in American journalism.
NBC political correspondent Gwen Ifill joins us here in the studio.
She was a reporter's reporter.
Democrats are scared. They've been scared for a long time, but this is their worst nightmare.
We saw it firsthand at the Today Show when Gwen worked at NBC.
But senators don't really want any more witnesses. All they want is a way to end this trial sooner than later.
Her friend and NBC News colleague Pete Williams struggled yesterday as he spoke about her.
Gwen was a dear friend, a former NBC colleague. She was, pardon me. Gwen would want me to get this together.
Co-anchoring the NewsHour on PBS with Judy Woodruff, hosting Washington Week.
We welcome Governor Palin and Senator Biden.
The moderator of important political debates. Gwen Ifill shattered racial and gender ceilings, and on camera was never anything but unflappable, fair, and oh so well prepared.
She not only informed today's citizens, but she also inspired tomorrow's journalists. She was an especially powerful role model for young women and girls who admired her integrity, her tenacity, and her intellect.
For Today, Harry Smith, NBC News, New York.
You know, I think a word, when I first heard this yesterday afternoon, a word that came to mind immediately, in addition to being a great journalist and an amazing broadcaster, she was a lovely person. She was lovely.
And when you see some of the tributes that are going around, I mean, she was so gracious and so quick to offer friendship.
Mhm.
And she really, she was a mentor to so many people, whether you knew her or you didn't. She was rooting for you. And I think that's what so many people just are heartbroken. She was really one of a kind, and we're going to miss her.
Our condolences go out to Gwen's family and friends.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.
Oh, we're just looking at Sandy's right behind us. We want to thank, by the way, all the entertainers, the production crew, the volunteers. Together, they created this wonderful, magnificent, memorable miracle on 34th Street.
On this day of Thanksgiving, we want to thank America's military, our veterans, and our frontline responders.
Yeah, and on behalf of the NBC family and Macy's, we all want to wish you a happy, healthy, and very safe Thanksgiving Day and a joyous holiday season. Goodbye, everyone. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
All right, next up, we're talking about Peanuts. Their upcoming special is shining a light on a group we don't typically hear from much on the classic cartoon, the grown-ups, specifically teachers. And the new special, the Peanuts gang is battling some back-to-school anxiety, which inspires Lucy to start her own class. But of course, she soon finds out that teaching isn't as easy as it looks. So here is our special Pop Start exclusive sneak peek.
Told you this teaching stuff was a piece of cake. It's easy when you make it all up. Potato-ium. Huh? I think you mean potassium. Yeah! Is that going to be on the test? It takes a lot of courage to admit when you're in over your head. We students might not always give you teachers enough appreciation, but in my eyes, you're all heroes.
Oh, we love it. Yes, yes, yes. The awesome. Special tribute to teachers is called Lucy's School. It starts streaming Friday, August 12th on Apple TV.
I'm in. By the way, usually in the Peanuts, the teachers are like, wah, wah, wah,
Yeah,
wah, wah, wah.
honestly, that was in the script, and I just didn't think I could pull it off.
I can't wait.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Find your favorite recipes, celebrity interviews, uplifting stories, shop our favorite deals, and so much more with the Today app. Download it now.